Welcome back to my kitchen. I've got a few dishes to get through first, and then we're going into the living room to dive into some fun. It's a simple DIY holiday project that just about anyone can do, and it's such an easy way to bring a little festive cheer into your home. After that, we're going to head on into my office for a quick tidy up. It is still a little messy, but it's functional again, and that's what matters most. Now let's get to it.
Mrs. G. Oh, Mrs. G.
Have you ever had a sign that just doesn't fit into your decor anymore? Or maybe like mine got something on it because it lives on the coffee bar and wouldn't come off? Well, instead of tossing it or buying something new, I decided to give mine a little holiday refresh. We're going to keep it simple and super easy to do, something that you can actually make right along with me. So I grabbed a little painter's tape and I'm just going around the edges to keep the frame clean while I add the paint to the picture itself. It's a simple step but makes a big difference in keeping things tidy and looking nice and fresh. I'm painting the center of this picture with white house paint. You could absolutely use acrylic. I was running low on white acrylic, so I just went with what I had on hand. It did take a few coats to cover, and if your picture has darker colors like mine, you might need more than one too. So like I said, mine took several coats to cover, and once I finished, I set it aside and let it dry all the way before moving on. Please tell me I'm not the only one who finds peeling painter's tape weirdly satisfying. For this part, I went ahead and used my Cricut cutting machine to cut out a few silver snowflakes, but you don't really need any fancy tools for this. Stickers, hand cut shapes, whatever you've got will work. I wanted mine to be simple since I know where it's going, but this part's all about you and your own creativity. And just like that, the old stained sign has a whole new life. It fits perfectly with my space now, and the best part is it didn't cost a dime. Just a little paint, a little time, and some cutout shapes. Alright, let's move into the kitchen and tidy up that coffee bar. Aha, did you guess where it was going? Good guess. And for the cost of nothing, it fits in perfectly with my space and keeps the sign out of the landfill. Welcome to my office, my little creative corner where I craft, store off-season holiday decor, keep Greg's mobility scooter, painting supplies, sewing supplies, filming gear, and just about every other hobby item you can imagine. My computer lives here too, and it's where I create all the Mrs. G YouTube content that you see. This room has to function constantly, and what matters most is that I have space to move around, to put things away the best I can. It's not perfect, and I've realized it never will be, and that's perfectly okay. Because a lot of creativity happens in here, and it's my happy, private oasis. Even if sometimes it's not perfect at all. I absolutely love to create things. Anything from sewing to drawing to painting to cricket crafting, you name it, I've tried it. And with this creation often comes a mess. Messy thoughts, messy spots, messy everything. No matter how hard I try to keep this office neat, it always seems to get away from me. It's just part of who I am. And I've realized you can fight it as much as you want, but for me, it's always going to happen. What matters most is knowing my limit, recognizing when it's time to stop, reset, and turn it around. And having the ability to do so. If you look over at the trash bag, you'll see that during this cleanup, some of which I actually started before even turning on the camera, I managed to fill an entire bag with things to get rid of. I also took out a few boxes and some extra odds and ends, so that alone felt like a really good start for this office. I still, at some point, want to go through this room, shelf by shelf, drawer by drawer, bin by bin, and really decide what I really need to keep and what I can let go. But like I said, I'm a creator in every sense of the word. If I get rid of everything, I just know 6 months from now, I'd be out there buying it all again. So for me, it's not the point of getting rid of everything. It's about keeping what makes sense and letting go of what doesn't. Really soon in an upcoming video, we're going to be starting something totally new, a hydroponics herb garden. It's a sponsored video, but I am super excited about it because I love growing things. But I've never tried hydroponics before, and to think that in the winter you can grow things like that, it's going to be so interesting for all of us to experience together and see how well these herbs actually grow. And later on down the road, I'm also going to add some lettuce to it as well. I was just reminded of it while picking up the little grow cones and all the supplies that came with my kit, and wanted to let you guys know that that will be an upcoming video later on this month. Another upcoming project, if you notice the shirt that's draped over the back of my chair, that was my bonus dad shirt. And I'm going to be using it to make memory Christmas ornaments for all my kids to hang on their trees in his honor. I'll run it through the wash again, iron it out, cut out the shapes, and we'll do a little sewing and embroidering together. It's going to be a super special project. And here's just a little behind the scenes moment, me editing this video that you'll be watching in just a bit. I always think it's fun to see how it all comes together. As I finish up this editing and wrap up another day, I just want to say thank you for being here with me. We made, we cleaned, we talked, we reminded ourselves that progress is more important than perfection. I love you, you are perfect as you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.